channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is Brandon Curry and his bid for the Mr. Olympia in 2022. Will Brandon Curry be able to retain that Mr. Olympia title for 2022? And the probability of that is very high. Brandon Curry has always been on the upbeat when it came down to his physique. He's always able to make changes to his physique, which is, I doubt it, especially for his legs. Now, for 2021, he did bring his legs up, but at the same time, it always causes him detail. And the thing about that is that the only way he's going to be able to topple Big Raymond and get that Mr. Olympia title back is that he's going to have to be able to bring in more of a conditioning. And Big Raymond is going to have to pretty much either stay like he is that he was in 2021 or best what he did in 2022. And again, it never fails with Big Raymond. He's wishy-washy on the conditioning part. So there's always hope and opportunity for Brandon Curry to take over that #1 spot. Right now, because of the shape and symmetry that Brandon Curry has been able to develop and what he has, conditioning is the only thing that he needs to add to that physique. He needs that dry look. And if he ever is able to bring that in, it'll be years before anybody that's behind him be able to even consider being Mr. Olympia, because of the body that this guy has. I mean, his lats are wide. His lats flows down into the small of his back. Big Raymond still has those high lats. Brandon Curry just have that physique. He have that silhouette, that Mr. Olympia silhouette, and he has that size at the same time. It's like I said, if he can just bring that conditioning with extra size to his legs, nobody will be able to stop him from winning that Olympia again. You look at Nick Walker. A lot of people think that Nick Walker has what it takes, but think about it like this: Nick Walker didn't have what it takes to beat Hunter Labrada. I know that's controversial, but it is what it is. Also, Nick Walker wasn't able to beat Haile Chupin. So Haile Chupin is still out, but his conditioning is always on point. But Haile Chupin cannot become taller. He cannot become any bigger. The only thing he has to go with is conditioning. And he has that knocked down. So there's really nothing else he can really do to topple Brandon Curry or Big Raymond. He's just not going to be able to do it unless those two guys just come in completely off. So far, Brandon Curry is consistent. Big Raymond has a history of not being really consistent, as we see from 2020 to 2021. He fell off, and he's Mr. Olympia, but he still fell off. Nick Walker, Hunter Labrada, I still think William Bonac is young enough still, and he has that muscle maturity. And if he can get past that injury and get his body back up to par, then those two guys, Hunter and Nick Walker, are going to have trouble for that 4 or 5 spot. I mean, William Bonac is not out of the picture. He's not out of the picture. When you look at the pictures of him compared to those guys, he's right there with them. They got him beat, but he's right there with them. I think once he get past that injury, whatever it was, and he's using machines now. He has stopped using a lot of the free weights that he was using before, and I think that right there is a mistake. But at the same time, I think he's worried about injuring himself. But being as young as he still is, I think he have the ability to get that body back into the shape that it was before, because he's not over the hill yet. He's climbing up there, but he's not over the hill yet. Now, the Mr. Olympia, in my opinion, is still open for Brandon Curry, because it's like I said, Brandon always make changes. He always make changes, and the guy never goes backwards. And Big Ramy is known to go backwards. So we'll see if he's able to get himself together for 2022. If not, I think Brandon is going to be 2022 Mr. Olympia, because he always make changes, and that's what I'm looking for. And right now, because of Brandon Curry's shape, size, and his decent shape, the way he's able to get in shape in a decent way, there's nobody now behind him that can beat him. Nobody. I don't care how people are praising Nick Walker. It's like I said, Nick Walker can beat Hunter. That's controversial, I know, but he still can beat the guy. The guy have especially if Labrada come in better condition, because he have a better shape than Nick Walker. If you keep watching Nick Walker, you always see where he relaxes his gut and it expands, and it's a terrible looking waistline that guy have. Now, when he's controlling it, he's controlling it. But from a straight on standpoint, the guy just looked horrible with that long torso and that big gut. He's just not a good look as far as bodybuilding is concerned. If you ask me, he just don't have that look. But when he's controlling his midsection and a lot of his poses, he's learned to go more or less toward his strengths. Anyway, Brandon Curry, I think, is going to be possibly 2022 Mr. Olympia again. That's what I'm believing. I'm believing Brandon Curry is going to be 2022 Mr. Olympia. I believe Big Ramy is going to end up falling off. That's my belief. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. If you hadn't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.